Welcome to Flash CS6 Tutorial 36, Maze with Animation Part 2. It's a follow-up to the CS6 Tutorial 35, which was Maze with Animation, and I have that opened on my computer. And now what we need to do is fill in all these spots, and that takes a lot of time. So lock all the layers, select the Paths layer, insert a layer, call it Walls, W-A-L-L-S, and you want to try to use some kind of logic on how you do this. I'm going to make my walls red, and with a red with no stroke, so just red. And you want to try to get as much as you can in one wall. So I'm selecting frame 1. I'm using my rectangle tool, and I'm clicking right here in my case, and I'm doing this. Don't worry about making it even. Pick up your selection tool, double click on it, it gets all fuzzy, right click, convert it to a symbol, make sure movie clip is selected, call it wall, W-A-L-L 1_MC. Make sure this center registration is selected, that we may do something with that. Copy it, right click, copy, OK. Come up in here, select the properties, and paste it in place. Close that. Lock that walls layer, insert a layer, call it Walls, W-A-L-L-S, capital L-A-B as in labels, Walls Labels. Pick up your text tool, open the properties panel, there's my text tool, make sure classic text is selected here, make sure static text is selected here. I'm using Times New Roman bold. I got 20 points selected, and I'm going to make my color black, and double click on embed, upper lower numbers punctuation, OK, and come over here and W1, wall 1, because we've got to keep track of these walls because we're going to be writing code on them. All right, lock that layer, unlock this layer here. I'll do a few with you. Next one I'm going to do is this one here. My rectangle tool. Again, don't worry about how neat it is. I want red. I want red, so make sure it's all highlighted. Click red. While it's all fuzzy, right click, convert to a symbol. I think we can just paste in wall 1 and change it to wall 2_MC. Copy that. Open the properties panel. Paste it in. Lock that layer. Unlock the walls label layer. Select the text tool. I want black. That's how I got the black before. And call this one wall 2. W2. So I got a W1 and a W2. Pick up my rectangle tool. Make sure I got my red. This time I'm going to do a big one in here. Now, your layout's probably different than mine, so you're just going to work some way that satisfies your needs. Click on it once, right click, convert to a symbol, paste in, make it wall 3, copy that, and give it an instance name, paste it in, lock, see I put it on the wrong layer. That's no big deal. Get that crosshairs, right click, cut, lock that layer. You probably didn't do this. Right click, paste in place, there it is, and make sure it has instance name wall 3. Unlock the labels and pick up your text tool, W3. Now, now that happened because I didn't change my color. So I might still have it there. Yeah, there it is there. Change to black. And we're in business. Okay. I'll do maybe one or two. Here, I see I need one in here. So there's no sense in me making a teeny one. So I'm going to make one that fits here. Pick up my rectangle tool. I want the red starting here. Going in like that. See that? Don't worry that there's this little hanging over here. All fuzzy, right click. Oh, I'm doing the same thing. Look, I'm on the wrong layer. Cut. Gotta keep track of these layers. Paste in place. Right click. Convert it to a symbol. Paste it in. Oh, I must have lost it somewhere along the way. So this is wall 4. WALL 4 underscore MC, wall 4 underscore MC. Copy that. Paste it in. Now you can do all your walls and then label them. That's up to you. You won't run into this problem that I'm having, of where I gotta keep changing this. And text tool, W4. I'm wondering now if there's any more that I need to do to show you. No, oh no, I'm gonna put one in here. No, no, okay. I'll do the rest of my walls, then I'll get back to you. Okay, I have all my walls done, and if I click here and hide the labels, you can see they're all on that layer, and you can see my walls are all on that layer. So now when Buddy goes through them, he has walls to hit. Select the actions layer, open the actions panel. We now want to try to write some code to allow us to stop him from going through the walls. So I'm on this if right equals true, which is way down the bottom here. If right equals true. And I just put an insert, a couple enters here because I want to space them apart. And type this code. Type. If. So we're having an if inside of an if. If, open bracket, player underscore MC, period, hit test object, small h, capital T, capital O, that all turns blue. Open bracket, wall 7, that's that wall right here, underscore MC, close bracket, close bracket. So if we hit the right button, right arrow, and he'll turn right, and if he hits this wall, we're going to say, don't go through the wall. And this is how we're going to do it. First of all, we're going to trace. Oh, there's an open curly bracket for this if. We're going to say trace, T-R-A-C-E, that turns blue. Open bracket, quotation, hit 7, close quotation, close bracket, semicolon. That's just making sure the hit function works. And we're going to say player underscore MC period X is minus equals 4 semicolon. So instead of it telling it to keep moving to the right, this is going to say every time you try to move right and hit that wall, you're going to come back 4. And there's the closed curly bracket for this if. So now you should have that format. If, an if, open curly bracket here, open curly bracket here, close bracket, 2 closed curly brackets here. So let's test that, see if that works. And here he is. He can go up, he can move left or right, but if he tries to move right, he can't get through that wall. And it says hit. Now, if it said hit and he didn't, and he went through the wall, the problem isn't with the hit. The problem with the coding on the wall, because he's actually hitting that wall, because that's what this is saying. Hit 7. So now we could write one of these for every wall, In my case, I got 12 walls. Or we could use what's called the OR function. Now we want to write the code that allows us to effectively have all the walls or any wall stop the player from going through when he's pressing the right arrow. So this line here, let's just take that and put 2 forward slashes in front of it, and we won't destroy it, we'll just hide it for now. A couple enters, and type all this code. Now, if open bracket, player underscore MC, period, hit test object. That's the same as what's up here. Open bracket, wall 1 underscore MC, close bracket, close bracket. Now these are what's called pike. There's 2 of them. They're the uppercase, so shift of it's the top roll, just below the F keys. It's the uppercase of my backslash. It's the key before the back arrow key. It's called the pike. So pike, open bracket, player underscore MC period hit test object, open bracket, wall 2 underscore MC, close bracket, close bracket. So if you take all that right to there, say all that right to there, copy that, insert a line, enter, put your 2 pikes, paste it in, and then change this to wall 3 here, change this to wall 4. Now copy that entire line, click here, put an enter in, paste it in, make this wall 5 and wall 6, paste it in again, wall 7, wall 8, wall 9, wall 10, 11, and 12, and you should have a closed bracket down here that matches this open bracket here. So we cannot go through anything when we use the right arrow key. So let's test that out. Control test movie test, and I have an error. It's on line 61, and it says undefined. Oh, I must not have given wall 8 a instance name. Line 61. I'm talking about a wall 8. So back to my timeline, unlock my walls layer, select wall 8, open the properties panel, and I didn't give it an instance name. WALL 8 underscore MC. Okay, so let's try that again. Control test movie test. Now I can go forward, I can go left, I can come right, but now because I'm hitting wall 2, it won't let me move right. Now that might be hard to see that, so let's do it once more. Test movie test. Instead of going into wall 2, I'll just try to go right here. Look, I can't go in there. I'll come over here. I won't be able to go through that one. But naturally, if I jump into 4, it's hitting 4, so it won't let me go back into 4. So that's working the way it is supposed to. It's working the way it's supposed to. Now we got to write that same code for all the, select the actions layer for all the other buttons. I have the actions panel open, and I know I don't need this at all now because that works, so I'm going to delete that line of code, and I'm just going to put a couple of let's get me back up here. And now we got to do, if that's the right, when right is true, now we're going to do when left is true, and that's down here. So what I want to keep is, I want to start here after these lines where I have this hit and this player moves. Click here and go up to and include that. Okay. Right click, copy that. Come down here, put a couple enters, paste it in, All of this up here stays the same. This hit says we don't need that trace. Let's go up here for a minute. Let's get rid of this trace, 2 forward slashes. Let's come down here. We'll keep the hit on these ones now, because this is the left, and we don't want to, if we're going left and we want to be pushed back, we got to make this plus equals. So now let's try that and see if that does something for us. Test movie test. I'm going up and down, not affected. I shouldn't be able to go left. I can't because I hit. It tells me down here, and I shouldn't be able to go right. So that's working. Let's go back to the actions layer, and let's copy all this. Again, right click, copy. I don't need this trace in here anymore. 2 forward slashes. Now let's find the up. We'll do the up button this time. Click here, 2 enters, paste all that you copied in. We'll keep the hit for our trace, but now we got to make this the y-axis. The y-axis, and because we're going true is up is a minus. Minus goes up on in Flash. So here we want to go +4, so that should be good. And let's try that. Test movie test. And we'll know as soon as we hit this number 1 if this is going to work or not. It did. It stopped. I can't hit number 1. I can't hit number. I should be able to go down. Now I can't go back up. That's good. Got one more to do. Back in the actions panel. Want to select from here up to and including that if line. Right click, copy all that. Just as we did before, click off to the side. 2 forward slashes. I don't need to see those traces anymore. And now let's do the down. Couple enters. And paste it in. And down is going to be, we want to be sent back up, so it's going to have to be a -4 here. And that should be it. Control, test movie test. I can't go left or right. Good. Hit that one. Can't go through there corner. Can't go up or down. That's good. Good. That's pretty good. Should hit there. Excellent. He's got to be right in that line. Now we need to prevent this mouse, this player, from coming back. The first thing I need to do is move him ahead a little bit. So I'm unlocking my mouse, my player layer. Now you may not have this problem. Just move him up a little bit. There. I want to just put a little wall right here. So unlock the walls layer. Select the first frame. Pick up your rectangle tool. No stroke, and red for the fill. And make a little rectangle right in here. And I know that's going to be W13. I'm not going to bother. Well, may as well label it. Pick up my text tool, and I think my text tool is set from the last time, and make a little W13. I don't need it to be red. I need it to be black. And just put that over here. And again, these won't be seen when we're finished. We're going to not allow these to be seen. So lock that layer, unlock the walls layer, double click on that new wall, right click, convert to a symbol, wall WALL 13 underscore MC, copy that. Make sure movie clip is selected here, and make sure the center is selected here, registration. We may or may not use that. Open the properties panel, there it is, and let's paste that in for an instance name. Now we got to go back to the actions code, so lock all my layers, open the actions layer, and it'll be just for the down key is all I'm really worried about, but let's go down here first of all. We'll probably put it in all of them, left, true, down. Okay, we need another OR. So I believe what we can do is copy from here to there, including those two pikes. Right click, copy those. Click here, enter. Paste it in, and we just got to make this wall 13. And let's just check that out. Control, test movie, test. Hopefully no errors. And if I come down, he can't come down. He traces. And let's put that on all the actions codes just in case. So I'm going to copy this again. Probably didn't need to, but copy that, go up to the next one, click here, enter, paste it in. Let's go up here, enter, paste it in, and there's one more up here, enter and paste it in. And I like to try things, especially when I do cut and paste or copy and paste, because it's really easy to make an error. He can go up, can't go left or right, and when he comes down, we trace a hit. Good. Now, I think we want to put a little start on it, a little block called start, and a little block called finish. So with all the layers locked, select the walls label layer, insert layer, put ST as in start, ST as in stop, start, stop. Right here. Pick up your rectangle tool. I'm going to put a stroke on this, a black, and starts are usually green or red. We'll make a little green one here. And again, I got my rectangle tool, and right here where that little character is, there it is, little start box. That's all needs to be done there. Go up here to the end. Let's make it a different color. Let's make it a yellow. Yellow's nice. Rectangle tool, and this time click right here, and let's highlight that. Right click, convert it to a symbol. STOP, capital STOP underscore MC. Make sure movie clip is selected. Copy that so we can paste it in for an instance name. Paste. Open up the actions, lock all the layers, open up the actions layer. I'm at the very bottom of the code. It should be three closed curly brackets. I'm going to put a couple enters in here and type this code. Stage, add event listener, small s, period, small a, capital E, capital L, turns blue, open bracket, event, capital E, that turns blue, period. Enter underscore frame is all uppercase. Hold your shift down. That's blue, comma. I'm calling it ent frame, capital E, capital F, close bracket, semicolon, and it's a function, function, ent frame, copy ent frame and paste it in, open bracket, E, small e, colon, event, capital EVENT, turns blue, close bracket, colon, void. Void and function are the same color. Open curly bracket from my function. Now type in this code. Type. If, and once you start typing this, you may get this closed curly bracket. If not, we have to put it in. If turns purple. Open bracket, player underscore MC, that's our player, period. Hit test object. We've done a lot of them so far. Open bracket, stop underscore MC, close bracket, close bracket. That's the yellow stop square we made at the end of the maze. There's an open curly bracket, and we're just going to do a trace for now. And as you start writing this trace, this one should appear. TRACE turns blue, open bracket, quotation, win, close quotation, close bracket, semicolon, and 2 close curly brackets. Let's test this. No errors. Here we go. And when we hit this yellow block, it should say win. Good. So all the layers are locked. Select the top layer, the player layer. Insert layer, call it win. WIN. Now, let's make this about 50%. Pick up a color, any color you want. I'm going to go with a light blue with a black stroke. Pick up my rectangle tool and make a big rectangle. There it is. Highlight it. Open the properties panel. I know my stage, unlock this chain right here. I know my stage is 700 by 450, I believe. So I'm making that the same size as my stage. 700 by 450. Now I'm opening the alignment panel right here. If you don't have an alignment panel here, look under Window, find Alignment, and click it. And the alignment panel will open. Make sure there's a little check mark here. Click this, which aligns it horizontally to the center. This aligns it vertically to the center, so that's all covered up. Highlight this, right click, convert it to a symbol. Make sure movie clip is selected. Win, WIN underscore MC. Copy that. Okay, paste it in for an instance name. Double click on it. Now we're inside that. Call this layer BG as in background. Lock it. Insert layer, call it text, TEXT, and pick up your text tool. Pick up a nice bright color that will go with that. What would go with that? Red on top of that might look nice for me. Open the properties panel, and we want this to be really big, so let's go up around 40. Make sure it's classic static text. And let's just check embedding here again. Yes, it's embedded. That's good. I believed it was. And you win. YOU WIN. And if you want it bigger, just pick up this free transform tool and make it bigger. It's up to you. You win. Now, if I left it like that, we would see all this you win all the time. So what we want to do is do this, click like this, click, draw it down all in one motion, drag it to the right one so there's nothing in that first frame, lock all your layers, make sure the top layer is selected, insert layer, call it action script, AS, open that first frame, put a stop in here, STOP, open close bracket, semicolon, back to scene 1, back to the actions layer, and instead of this trace, so put 2 forward slashes in there, type this, WIN underscore MC period, GOTO, capital AND, capital STOP, open bracket 2, close bracket, semicolon. So now when we win, we're going to jump to that frame 2, and we'll say you win. Also, while we're at it, let's go up here and // Okay, you seen those funny E's I had. It's because I laid my hand on the shift control button at the same time, and you see I get that funny E instead of my /. So all you do is backspace on those, hit shift, hold it down, then control, and that goes away. Go up here, that one's gone. So now we have no traces, and we should jump to that win when the game is over. No errors. If you had a really big maze, put your player right in front of the end of the game so you don't have to go through the maze every time. As soon as you hit this, you win. And that's enough for this tutorial. There's going to be a follow-up. It'll be Flash CS6 tutorial 37, maze with animation, and that's where we're going to the animated part. Maze with animation part 3. If you plan on doing part 3, save this FLA. Hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I hope you use what you learned.